are in Iceland, so they've made it. But I hope Susanna does. All the flight things going on, so I guess it will just be us then.
I think the flight things are mostly flights that go through Newark.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
What I read briefly today is that that's affecting everything.
Well, it is because they're stopping flights going through Newark now. So, but
Okay, there's
right, but it's not like safety wise for other planes.
Right.
That's good. Annie,
Yeah.
how's your leg? Any
So
different?
it is still just the bursitis on the inner knee. It was so much better after our class, Kate.
Okay.
Really doing well, but I went to a party on Saturday
Uh-huh. Got
and I
everything.
haven't been walking, but my brain didn't make the connection that meant that I probably shouldn't be dancing.
No.
So I had a bit of a setback.
Dang, I want you to be dancing. But yeah. Okay.
No.
So is it feeling better than yesterday or about the same?
About the same.
Okay. All right. Well, then definitely listen to it. You know the things. We'll try and do a little more massage in that area for today. And Cindy, what about you? How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay. Well, I want to try and do some of the hip dips or with the weight to get them on. We're recording again. So we can have them in our break. Oh no.
Honestly, it's so hard. I think I'll just listen to the audio for those. It's really I do not enjoy watching myself in the past.
I'm sorry. Well, it is hard for dance too when we go back. I'm like, oh, it's like when you listen to your own voice in the voicemail, but however you're going to do it. All right. Well, it shows good improvement too. So feet just hip width parallel. We'll get started. Get those toes wiggling, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle those toes. Pick up all 5 toes and lower pinky, 4th, 3rd, 2nd toe, big toe. Bend the knees track right over the toes. Use your glutes to help you straighten. And just bend them as far as you don't feel pain the whole class, Annie. And then wiggle the toes, pick up all 5 toes. And now put down big toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, pinky toe. Bend the knees and straighten the legs. We're going to add the hands, pick up all 5 toes, lower the pinky and the 4th and the 3rd, 2nd, and make a fist, big fist. And now we're going to pick up all the toes, all the fingers, reverse big toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, pinky, make a fist. And now tap just the toes as you go open, wide hand, fist. Toes up and down. Wide, squeeze the fist. Wide. Quicker we go. Up, down, toes up. 3, 4, 5, like blinkers. Even quicker we go. Up, 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 up. Wide, hands good. And last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Release. Shake it out. Keep the knees with a micro bend here. And now hands on hips, soft knees. We roll to the outside edges of the feet all the way. And then to the inside edges of the feet. And quicker we roll out and in and out and in and neutral. And then we shift our weight forward onto the balls of our feet. You can take your arms off if you want for balance. And back onto your heels, almost all the way back. And quicker forward and back. You can rise up higher, forward and back. Good. Neutral. Feel that 5th line, that center line down through the center of the leg into the arch. Squeeze the arches, level 10 dome. Squeeze, 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 and release. And now just level 2 dome on in the background. Now pretend like you have 2 little Hershey bars right here, lengthening in the fronts of your hip flexors. You don't want to crush the chocolate. Keep that nice and long in the front. And then take your hands to your side hips as you rotate out the head of the femur. We're locking in as much as we can with those femur bones. Hold that lengthened sensation in your hips. Shift your weight over your right foot. Feel the right hip working for you, growing you up taller. and then shift over your left. Again, feeling yourself growing in that left hip. Good. And back to neutral. Bend the knees, circle the shoulders forward, all the way up, back, and down. Let's do right foot and right shoulder, Barbie foot, left foot and left shoulder. Add a bend of that supporting knee. Bend, getting the elbows a little bigger and bigger, and you can do your full arm if that feels good, full back stroke. Good, and come back up, breathe in, and exhale out. Really strong stomach muscles working for you. Take your hands from your lower abdominals, find them here. Again, inhale, and as you exhale, zipper up or button up through the front of the body to the rib cage. Again, breathe in, broad back, and exhale out. Feeling the connectivity all along the front of the body. Legs are micro bent but supported. Good tall posture, both of you. Arms out to the side. Shoulder blades stay down and back. Shift your weight over the middle of your right foot. Left foot goes out to the side. And we circle that foot outward. A 2, a 3, 4 inward, in 6, 7, 8, good, nice, and center. Lift up onto the left leg, right leg out to the side. And we circle out, 2, 3, 4, good, and in 6, 7, 8, good, and center. Bend the knees, circle the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And Annie, see if you can bring that chair ever so slightly in front of you, just so you don't have to reach back at all. Better for balance just to have it, yeah, or you can move back, either one. And then we're gonna go over to the right side again. Take your weight to the middle of your right foot. Ice the cake. Left foot starts in the front. And then we grow taller as we lengthen to the side. That's it. Good, one finger, Annie. All the way back, feel the glutes tighten. Then from here, point the foot, bring it to the ankle. And lift in the right hip, bring it up to the knee. Good. Now we're gonna cross the toes over our midline in the front. Good. Lift up to neutral at the knee. Last one, cross back, all the way behind you, cross it, and back to neutral. Good. Hold it here for 3, 2, core tight, 1. Yes, good, Annie, that's it, and center. Shake it out, that was a long one. Woo. All right, on the other side, feel that arch, lifted, level 2 dome, arms out to the side. We start with our right leg, ice the cake in front of us. Keep that chest proud, front and side. That's it, good. All the way back, good choices. Point the foot, take it to the ankle. Feel that left hip working for you. And then see if you can take it up to the knee. And you can choose to stay right here if you want. Or you can cross the leg in front of you over the midline. And back to neutral. Strong core. You can cross it back behind you. Cross. And back to up at the knee, neutral. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. I'll let Annie find it. Yes, good. Yes, and release. Good, good, good. Very nice. Shake it out. All right, let's do our forward fold. So feet, again, just hip width apart. Again, feeling the tripod feet. So weight in the big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Now, take your hand to the sternum, or well, we're going to go to our sternum. So start right in that divot in the neck and pull forward, proud through the heart as you take the hand down to the sternum. So right in between, yep, right where that breastbone is. Good, beautiful posture. Keep that as you take the arms down, and keep it as you take the arms up. Eyes up to the fingers, inhale. Now exhale, dive down through the midline. Take the fingertips all the way through the legs. And we stay here, breathing in and exhaling out. Soften those knees, bend the knees, and straighten the legs. Good. Again, bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs. And now the right knee is going to bend and soften. And then the left knee bends and softens. Again, alternate right knee bends and left knee bends. Straighten those legs, pulling yourself a little bit closer. And now hands on the floor. Let's take the right foot, prop it on the left, so we're rolling to the outside edge of that right foot. And we're gonna bend the right knee, bend it, and straighten that leg. And left leg bends and straightens. Both legs bend and straighten, pulling yourself closer. Inhale, and especially closer as you exhale. And switch legs. Left leg props onto the right foot, or left foot rather, onto the right foot. And now bend your left knee and straighten it, and bend that right knee. Inhale and exhale, and both legs bend and straighten, pulling your nose closer towards your knees. Inhale and exhale. And this morning, now do a third one where you prop both feet against each other and you're rolling to the outside edges of both feet. So now we don't have either big toe mound on the ground, and just feel that stretch on the outsides of the shins. Soften both knees for a little bend, rolling out further to the outside edges of the feet. Good. Straighten the legs, nose closer towards the knees. Good. Relax the feet. Walk out to that downward facing dog, feeling the heels driving down to the ground, and just pedal through the feet. So one heel comes up high, and then you switch, the other heel comes up high, pedaling through, breathing in and out. And now drive both heels down to the ground, arching through that low back. Breathe in and out. Let's take the left leg out and up to the ceiling. Long, straight leg, squeezing that left glute. Control that leg down onto the right Achilles. Bend both knees. Inhale and exhale. Straighten those legs, arching through the back. Again, bend the knees. Inhale and exhale. Straighten the legs. And take the left leg back up to the ceiling. Bend the knee up there. Cross it over the midline. Good. And bring it back down to the ground. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Arch through that low back as you exhale. Right leg extends out and up to the ceiling all the way. And then it stacks on top of the left heel or Achilles. Bend both knees. Inhale and exhale. Drive that heel down, straighten through the legs. Again, bend the knees. Inhale and exhale. Straighten the legs. Take that right leg out and up to the ceiling. Straight leg. Bend the knee. Cross it over the midline. Good. And it comes back down to the ground, arching through that low back. Inhale. Now as you exhale, walk or hop the feet back to the hands. Find the legs externally rotated, turned out wide apart. Allow the hips just to shift side to side. Breathing in And exhaling out. Find the hip center. Take both hands over to the right foot, nose to the right knee. Inhale and exhale. Bend that left knee, bend it. And straighten that leg. And one more time, bend. And straighten. Pulling your nose closer to that right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Twist that right arm up to the ceiling. Reaching the fingers up high. Give the wrist a circle if that feels good. And bring it back down to the right ankle. And migrate over to the left side, feeling the tripod feet still making contact with the floor. Nose draws closer to your left knee as you bend your right knee and straighten it. Again, bend the right knee and straighten it. Stay close to that left knee, and then now twist open that left arm up to the ceiling. Add a wrist circle if that feels good for your body. And then bring it back to the left ankle. Find yourself back in your forward fold. Stay here, Annie, just stretching. And Cindy, you can drop down into your goddess squat for a moment. That's it, Annie. Take a moment for yourself, however feels good here. Open those knees with the elbows, Cindy, for the goddess squat. Yes. Shift a little to the right. Good. And a little to the left. And back to our center. Inhale, arms out in front of you, Cindy. And exhale, everybody use your glutes to help you find your way up to standing. Annie, too, as you roll up, take your time, use the glutes to help you come up. Good. And release, shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Let's, instead of doing walking, we're gonna do our non-jumping, jumping jacks with our block. So grab your block.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm sure there's some overarching philosophy when we're tapping our toes and
Yes.
moving our hands at the same time. What is it?
I had the same question because it hurts the arthritis in my hands, and I'm wondering, what are we doing?
Okay. And if it hurts arthritis in your hands, you absolutely don't have to do it. So
Well, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. I don't know.
So two things. One, I was doing some, like, I guess kind of Parkinson's related research or just like aging kind of things. A lot of times grip strength goes away. So, and the dexterity and the coordination is one of the reasons it goes away, because you don't use your hands as fully. So that sort of work is, well, more that I'm trying to keep time in the class, so I'm doing it at the same time as the toes, because it's kind of the same idea if you're lifting up one and the other instead of just doing the hands. But it's to make sure that, so in your feet, we've worked on our arch muscles. You have all those intrinsic foot muscles. You also have intrinsic hand muscles. And so a lot of times, if we're not practicing doing heavy lifting or being, doing a lot of things that require that grip strength, it just goes away and the coordination goes away. So that's why. But if your arthritis is bothering you, you absolutely don't have to do it. So
always pushing it. So I mean, like, it doesn't. I don't know how that really helps grip strength, to be honest.
Well, if you squeeze, so if you go out when you come in, you really want to squeeze.
I don't think I can just stretch all the way out the way I try to necessarily do that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I always like push it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah. And if, Cindy, within the range, even if you, I don't know if you can imagine this, but without going all the way in, if you still try and activate, you can even put your other hand on the palm and feel the intrinsic hand muscles versus when you just passively move the fingers. I don't know if that hurts it more or not, but it's almost like you're doming with your hand, if that makes sense. I don't know if that feels any better, but yeah, just working on coordination things. So speaking of coordination things, let's do our non-jumping, jumping jack coordination moment. So And Annie, we can also do the hands with not just the toes. Today we did toes, but doing the full foot. It's the same idea. And well, that's okay. That's enough of that. I'll talk about it more later if we.
I like it.
Okay, just a little different. So start with the block in the right hand, and we just tap out to the side. We connect, and we come back up tall. Now tap into the right hand and come back down. Again, slow tap, knee stays over, toes together, core is strong. Slow tap, good, and quicker. Here we go. And out, and in, out. Good, 3, and 4. Good, a little quicker, up, down, 2, and 3, and 4. Good, 5. Nice straight arms, both of you. 7, and even quicker, up, down, 2, and 3. Good, 4. Breathing, and 6, 7, 8. More, we go. 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. Shake it out. Good coordination there. Good. And now we're just gonna do our little glute squeeze forward, our deli slice hot potatoes. So glutes under. Now pelvic floor is lifting here. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, someone's punched you in the gut. So we're forward over, looking down and out over a cliff. Good, Cindy. We twist to the right and hold. Stay to the left, and stay to the right. Exhale. To the left, exhale. Keep it going, stomach muscles pulling in to the right. Tight. To the left. Good. To the right. And to the left. Quicker we go. Right hold. And left. And a right. Block a little lower, Annie, right by the hip bones. Yes. 6. That's it. 7. 8 more. Go. 8. Glutes squeezing, pelvic floor, lifting stomach, topped. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come up. Good, good, good. We're gonna do one last little thing, and Annie, let me know if this hurts it. I'm trying to do cardio adjacent without doing too much walking. This is where we're gonna do, same idea with the core, a little twist across. Can you try that for me on either side and see how that feels?
Do that, yeah.
Okay, what about on this leg? You can have a slight micro bend in your supporting leg, but it doesn't need to be a full bend.
That's fine.
Okay, so for this one, both of you, same idea as the hot potato. We're now taking the block up to the chest height, but you want to keep the elbows wide as you twist. You're taking your head over past the leg that's coming up. So I'm looking right, center, yeah. So start with the elbows up at the chest. Your weight is on your left leg. It has a slight micro bend. Right leg is prepared out to the side. So Annie, just put all of your weight on your left leg. Yes, to get started. And we go. Twist, center, twist. And head right, center, right. Looking over that right, if you can. Yes, twist and a twist. Good. Twist a little quicker. Twist, tap, twist, and a twist. Twist. Good. Head right when, other way, Annie, head right. When the knee comes up, pause. Sorry, just so you guys can see. When your head goes to the right, it's as your knee comes up.
Okay.
Yep, so we're looking, yes, exactly. Yes. Let's do a couple more. Ready, here we go. Twist. Yes, 2. Beautiful. 3, 4. Exhale. 6, 7, 8. Good. And come back to the center. I'm not always showing head right because I'm kind of cheating and watching you guys, but that's what it should be. And now shift your weight over your left leg. Right leg's out to the side, prepared. Slow to get started. Twist, look left and 2, and 3, and 4. Good. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. A little quicker. Good. Elbows lift. Feel the core working. Stomach muscles pulling in. And elbows lifted. Cindy, just a little more. Yes. And twist. Really twist that block across. How far can you twist it? And quicker. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Pause. One more thing, and Annie, I'm not sure if that's because of your knee, but try to keep your weight fully pretty much on this right leg instead of going up and shift to the left, up and shift. See if, yep, so your left leg is almost like a kickstand. Yes, that's it. Is that okay on your right knee?
Yes.
Okay, yep, just a little different exercise there. Shake it out. Let's grab our chair. So trade out your block for your chair, and we're gonna do a little leg strengthening, holding on to that like our ballet bar. I still call her Miss Mickens, but she got to go see Beyonce for Mother's Day.
She's going to on the 4th of July.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So start with your feet together. I hope Cindy's okay. Shoot. Well, arm out to the side, and feet are just gonna stay parallel. Take your right leg. Are you okay, Cindy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So hold on to the chair with the left hand, and now right leg points in front of you just on the floor, and we lift it up, and down. Nice tall lifts. 2, and down. 2 more. Exhale, feel the core. Inhale, feel the core. Exhale. Good. Now to the side, parallel. It's not going to lift as high. I want you to focus more on lifting out of this left hip. Keep the hips even. We lift up and down. Feel those right hip working up. Good. Just isolating that leg. And exhale, up and down. Last one, up and down. Now behind you, it's parallel. Try not to hike the hip. This isn't for height, this is for squeezing that glute. We lift up and down, and 2, down, 2 more, up and down. Last one, up, little balance, hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Cindy knew what was coming. Shake it out. Now we're going to do 2 turned out, and we're going to add a bend of your supporting leg. So you're going to go as high as you can go with a bend in the supporting leg, 2 in each direction. So same side, holding onto the chair with the left hand. Legs start externally rotated, and take the right leg pointed in front of you, little tendu, and then we lift it up high, control it, down, up, high, exhale, inhale, control, to the side. Here we go. Lift high, you can lift it as high as you want, and down. Feel the glutes and the quad. Exhale. Good. To the back. Now you can use the back muscles as well as the glute. Lift high and down. And take the arm forward on the chair just a little, Cindy, for this last one. Hold on to the chair, take it forward, lift it high, and now you can find a balance moment for 3, 2, 1. Good, and come up. Good, good, good. Yeah, for to the back, just adjust that arm forward just a little bit because you want your chest to be able to have room so we don't crunch into our back. That's all. But good. Did you guys feel your leg muscles?
Oh, No, I did.
You did. Did you, Annie?
Did.
Okay. So for the parallel version, we're really trying to just keep our hips square. So you're not going for height as much as isolating the leg motion. When we turn out and add the bend, it's just going to fatigue as high as you can go without hurting your knee, Annie. So,
Okay.
other side here, starting with the feet parallel, arm out to the side, holding that elbow. You both did a good job holding that arm on the other side. Left leg in front of you, point, and we lift up and down. 4 of these. 2 and down. Exhale as you lift. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the side and keep it square. Lift up. Not about height, about feeling that left outer hip. And 2, your right hip will also be working, and down. You can even do one finger or balance check and down. Last one, 4. Good, down. Take it behind you. Again, just isolating that left glute, we lift up and down. Good, you 2, staying tall in the front and down. Core is scooping, and 3 and down. One more little balance moment here if you wish for 3, 2. Good, both of you release. Nice, very nice. Round 2, externally rotated. We add our fondue, round 2 fondue. Yes, Cindy, if you're needing to do this, that's the right feeling. That's exactly right. Do the little butt scooch. Okay, so turn out. That means you're using your glutes and your hip muscles. And arm to the side. Left leg in front of you. Pointed. Here we go. 2. Up slow. As high as you can go. Tap. Again. Exhale. Up. Good. To the side. We go. Up, turn out those knees and down with control and up. Lift with the quad. Good. To the back. Last one, you can use the back. We lift up, then good, and down. Arm forward on that chair. Last one, up. Hold it here, little balance for 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Good. Release. Annie, was that okay for the knee?
Yeah. I adjusted as I went to make sure.
Good. Let's do a little quad stretch. So just hold on to the chair with the right hand. Take the left hand to the foot. I might have to do the hip dips next class, but we will keep recording them.
The hip dips never bother me.
Okay. Oh, no, I was saying for time.
Oh, yeah.
And bend over to the side. Really tip it over like a teapot.
It is kind of discouraging, Kate, for me personally. I don't know if Annie feels the same way, but
Come on up.
This is one exercise where I'm so aware. I feel more what I can't do than what I can do. I feel like I can hardly lift it. My hips just feel really tight. It just kind of locks and it won't go any further. It doesn't feel like weakness, but maybe it is. It feels.
Flip to the other side. It really, that's a hard exercise. That's a really hard exercise for a long time. So I think, bend over to the side. I don't want you to feel discouraged, although I know the feeling, but
I'm like, oh my God. I used to be able to do that much better, more well than I can.
Well, also,
but also, I don't know what the tightness, I don't know if it could be tightness or if it is weakness. I don't know.
So when you're standing on one leg that long, it is working like crazy. And what is so hard about that exercise is not only is your quote unquote working leg doing extreme levels of mobility and strengthening, your supporting leg also has to hold it for a really long time. So it's really tiresome, and by the time especially you get to the second side, both hips have worked a ridiculous amount. If your range of motion on your working leg stays lower, it's harder, or it's easier on your supporting leg. The higher we take this one, the more work you have to do on your supporting leg. So basically, we're going to extreme ranges of motion. We don't do that a lot. But I don't want you to get discouraged. We really don't do that exercise that much.
It's a new definition of what's extreme.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Also, because it's bar work.
Yeah.
We're remembering what we could do. I mean,
It's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can hardly.
Well,
I was thinking while we were doing it, if someone had held up a mirror to us in our 20s while we were at the bar and said, "You guys are good news. You guys are going to be friends for a really long time." Bad news. This is what it's going to look like.
That's okay. It's hard. Yeah. This stuff is hard. Also, it's my job to lift my leg for my living, so I have to work on it.
It's not comparing to you. It's comparing to like what Amy said, what we used to be able to do. So.
But I do think it's a good thing to work on for the hip city. That's why. But it does feel. I mean, honestly, by the end of those combinations that we'll do at OCB, that's why I was like, that's exactly right. Because it almost feels like when it gets to that point of fatigue, it locks up. And Cindy, if you ever, because when it feels totally locked, if you ever need to come down and just kind of, and then go back into it to refine the muscle, that's totally fine.
I think that locked feeling is fatigue. Is that what you're saying?
It should be fatigued. If you're not fatigued, then that's crazy. So I do think it's probably that.
Right. So this is one of those ones where we're really supposed to, if we feel tired, we're succeeding, even if our legs only have an inch off the floor.
Yes, exactly. This is going to fatigue is the point of that.
Not Annie.
Yeah. We're just going to do one last thing standing. All we're going to do facing our chair is we're going to rise up on our tippy toes, and then we're just going to shift onto one leg, and we're going to hold it, and then we're going to shift onto the next leg, and we're going to hold it. That's it. What I want you to think about is as you're up there, the leg that you're standing on. So if you're standing on your right leg, I want you to think about the connection of the hamstring pulling up into the glute. So even though your calf muscles are working below, you're trying to take some of the work out of the calf and up into this region. So a little bit trickier. Find the feet parallel. Now, find the glutes activated. They're a rocket ship. That's your jet fuel. It helps you to rocket up. So find your tippy toes. We're up on high releve on both feet. And now we shift onto your right foot, and you feel the right glute lifting you up more. Left foot can just be pointed by the ankle. Feel that right glute working. How high can you get that heel like a stiletto? Breathe in and out. We hold it 4 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch onto your left foot. Right foot comes up. Feel that left glute tightening underneath that, or well, I guess where the hamstring inserts into the glute. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, both toes on the floor. And see if you can do a little hover moment. Balance, if you wish, optional. And we hold it for 4, 3, 2. Yay! And release. Good. Bend the knees, shake it out. All right. Down to the ground we go. We'll just do a quick little ab thingling, and then we will do our foam roller. So let's see. I think we're going to go plank mode. Annie, if you want to do your core strengthening, and I would confirm with him tomorrow, that's what he's trying to have you do, but that alternating, and see if you can switch sides. Really, it's all about not having any residual motion in the body. So you're just trying to open one knee, close, and then the other. It really should be a good amount of work in your core. Also, your glutes should be activated as well. All right, Cindy, on your marks, get set, go. So what was the party for, Annie?
A friend just got a master's in theology.
Oh, cool.
And gave himself a great big party.
Cool. So start with the feet on the mat,
Nancy.
Annie, and then yes, and then the other leg will open slow. Good, and come back up and feel the hands on the belly or the hip bones, just to, yes, see if you can keep any extraneous motion out, just bracing through the core. Do you feel it, Annie, when you do it?
Cindy, what did you ask?
Oh, sorry, I just asked real quick, do you feel your core working, Annie?
I do.
Okay, good. And then Cindy, did you say something? Sorry.
No,
Okay, just want to make sure.
I can't talk while I'm doing this.
Okay, yes, you're focusing. Good, yeah, Annie, that looks really good. Use your breath. Inhale as you open your knee, Annie, and exhale as you close it, just to keep that breath going. And Cindy, we're still breathing in slow and out, feeling the stomach muscles pulling in towards the spine. We'll do 1:45, Cindy, so you have 25 seconds left. Feeling length through the spine. Someone's pulling energy out the head, out of the heels, lengthening your body. Good, Cindy, that's it. Nice, Annie. 10 more seconds. Nice, slow breaths in and out. And you're done. Good, take a moment for yourself. Child's pose or tabletop, whatever you need. Inhale and exhale. Good. And come up when you're ready. And Annie, let's do some knee massage. So grab that foam roller. And again, you can go right to the inside of that knee. And I don't think this is a bad one for us to do, Cindy, because it's just the...
No, this hurts for me all the time.
This is just a tender spot in general. So we'll just keep rolling with this. Good. And even when you're here, try and brace the core. So we're supporting and we're not letting our low back get into hypermobile ranges. But yeah, Cindy, back to that leg exercise. I would equate that to if you were a flagpole, most of the time, the flag just kind of goes a little bit in the breeze and you're sturdy. It's not that wearing. Then if you take the flagpole to a hurricane area and the flag is whipping all around, it puts a lot more stress on the flagpole because the actual flag is going into all sorts of different ranges for an extended period of time. So that's where it gets really hard on the pole, which is your supporting glute.
Good metaphor.
Yeah. So honk for metaphors, right, Annie? Gotta honk for it. And let's do a little straightening of that leg, a little lengthening. And
yeah, that feels really good when I lengthen it like that.
Yeah. You can even stay in the lengthened position and roll up to you. Sydney, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. This is like all hands on deck in the garden kind of year.
Uh-huh.
And we were reminded once again why we don't do vegetables here. All the tomato plants have been totally eaten. There's just no point. I guess people
It's
put
like
all kinds of nets and all that stuff. It doesn't fit with the vibe here, and I don't want to do it. So I'm going to rip those out today.
If you want, but you don't have to. This is our halfway point. I guess you're just giving all sorts of creatures like a free.
Oh my gosh, we have all
membership.
sorts of creatures. We just do. We just coexist with the, I think I might have said the other morning, the cats usually go out first, and then I come out, and they were following along behind a big possum, like a big possum. There's always something. Raccoons, snakes.
You have all the creatures.
We have a groundhog population, whatever. We just try to. So anyway, that was kind of sad because I bought those up at these were plants that we got up in a special place, and they were special heirloom tomatoes, and I was so excited, but. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's a bummer. I don't grow vegetables because I always kill my vegetables, but I need a
I know.
work.
It's just like we have good. Do you have a farmer's market you can go to?
Yeah. I was gonna sign up for our share. Go ahead and come on up, and I was like, I'm gonna be gone all summer, and Alex doesn't really care as much about that, so.
I've over the years, I've had so many people share their share with me because they get
Yes.
so many whatevers.
Share the share. You end up with 65 sweet potatoes, and then you're
Yeah,
like,
you
that's a
have
lot
to
of
be
soup.
really,
Uh-huh.
you have to have full time to deal with
It's
that.
a fun challenge, though, but yeah, it does take some
And
time.
you come back. You come back in August.
Yes, yeah. So I will restart with you guys. I think I get back the 8th. That's a Friday, so that Monday is if you guys want. So.
Oh, are you kidding?
And just it's always you guys do what you need to do. But I will be there then. So. And Annie, take a last moment if you kind of do a little massage on the inside, or does that feel good at all? Especially, I guess on the one side you might want to even lean into it. I was kind of doing both for Cindy, but does it get it from that angle or not really?
I can.
Okay, just giving it a nice little TLC. Good, and take hold of the feet. Inhale up tall, and exhale forward. Hopefully this is a recording. The next time you do this video, the bursitis will be less, but now you have tools should it come back. Inhale and exhale, deepen and come back up. It is kind of nice as a time lapse or a time capsule. It's like, oh yeah, that was bothering me then, and this is feeling better now. So hopefully it will be another one of those things.
Now I'm not.
What did you say?
Yeah, I was bald then.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we're all doing our different things. Our bodies are doing what they can to support
Thank you
us.
so much.
Thank you guys. Have wonderful Mondays.
Bye.
I will see you Wednesday, and I will plop this in the playlist.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.